Today we are starting a new module in organic chemistry, that is module 4, aldehydes and ketones. In this module we are discussing what are the preparations of aldehydes and ketones. It includes both the aliphatic and aromatic aldehydes and also the aliphatic and aromatic ketones. After that we are discussing what all are the chemical reactions or chemical properties of aldehydes and ketones. Basically this topic, that is aldehydes and ketone, is already explained or already discussed in your +2 levels. So I think many of the reaction will be easy for you, or it will be familiar for you. Anyway, just see what giving an introduction to aldehydes and ketones. We know that aldehydes and ketones consisting of a carbonyl group, which is very most important functional group in organic chemistry. And in aldehyde, the carbon is attached to one hydrogen atom and it is also attached to other carbonyl carbon atom. But in the case of ketone, the carbonyl carbon is attached to the two other carbon atoms. Okay, in the case of ketones, the carbonyl carbon is connected to two other carbon atoms. In the aldehyde, the carbonyl carbon is attached to one hydrogen atom and to the other carbonyl carbon atom. It may be an aromatic or aliphatic group. And also the CHO group, which is the characteristics of the aldehyde, is often called the formyl group. We can see what is aldehyde in detail. Aldehyde consisting of a carbonyl carbon which is connected with the oxygen through a double bond, and after that the carbonyl carbon is connected to the hydrogen, and after that the carbon is connected to the other group which is an aromatic or aliphatic group, that is the carbonyl group. And this carbonyl group in aldehyde is bonded at least to one hydrogen, we already discussed earlier. And using R, by using the R, we can designate the general formula as RCHO. This is general formula for an aldehyde, where R is an alkyl or R is an aryl group or hydrogen group. And the nomenclature, you know how it is given name. Aldehydes are named by placing the final E of the name of the corresponding alkane with al. That means aldehyde functional group is always carbon 1 and need not be numbered. So this is an HCOH, that means IUPAC name it is methanol and common name it is formaldehyde, that means HCHO. Okay, and this is ethanol and the common name is acetaldehyde, that means CH3CHO. Then this is propanol, this is also called propanaldehyde, and here it is acetaldehyde. Okay. And other is IUPAC name and common name is also, IUPAC name is enough for you. So this is 5-chloropentanol and this is phenyl, that means phenyl group is here, C6H5 group is here, phenyl ethanol. Okay, so phenyl acetaldehyde is also, that is a common name. Another one is a butanol, that means meth proper but. So this carbon is also numbered here 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons, so butanol. And here it is, a CH3 group is attached to the third carbon. So number is from here. That means carbonyl carbon is given as a number 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a 3-methyl butanol. Here it is 3-butenol. So double bond is given in between the 3 and 4. So that is a 3-butenol. And here you see OH group is attached to both the second carbon and the third carbon. So 2,3-dihydroxy means the hydroxy group is attached. Hydroxypropanol, and otherwise called the glyceraldehyde. Anyway, aldehyde functional group bonded to a ring are named using the suffix carbonaldehyde. If the carbonyl group is attached to a ring, or one of carbon is the one of the linking us to a ring, then it will be given as the suffix carbonaldehyde. And out of that, benzaldehyde is a most common name, that is benzene carbaldehyde. So you can see C6H5CHO, that means benzene carbaldehyde, or we always represent through the common name, that means benzaldehyde, C6H5CHO. So here the ring is not seen here, therefore it is a cyclohexene carbaldehyde. Okay, carbaldehyde is given, we call the suffix carbaldehyde is given. So this is cyclohexane carbaldehyde. So this is a naphthalene group. Okay, naphthalene. So this is 2-naphthalene carbaldehyde. So carbaldehyde is the suffix that is given here. And aldehydes are named from the common names of the corresponding carboxylic acid. The ic acid ending is placed with the aldehyde. And some of the examples given here: HCOOH, methanoic acid, that is a formic acid. Then CH3COOS, ethanoic acid, acetic acid. Then other is a propanoic acid, propionic acid, otherwise called the butanoic acid, butyric acid. And here it is a pentanoic acid or valeric acid. Then here it is hexanoic acid and caproic acid. So you just go through the names and UPSC names and common name, and be thorough with how it is, how the naming is given to it. Okay. And the most important thing is that substituents are located are even at Greek letters. Here is the Greek letters given alpha, beta, gamma. Then how the Greek letters is given here is that the carbon next to the carbonyl carbon. So this is in this compound, this is a carbonyl carbon, and the carbon next to the carbonyl carbon is alpha. Okay, so this is a alpha carbon, and this is a beta carbon, and this is a gamma carbon. Okay, in the case of here in this compound, so this is the first carbon. This is a carbonyl carbon, which is attached to the aldehyde. Here you can see one thing. All the one of the connection of the carbon is to the hydrogen. Here you can see one hydrogen. Here you can see another hydrogen, and here you can see another hydrogen. Anyway, the carbon is attached. The carbon attached to the carbonyl carbon is called an alpha. The next is beta, gamma, and delta. And here also the carbon is attached to an alpha, and other means this is attached to a phenyl ring. So the name is given as beta bromobutyraldehyde. Here it is gamma hydroxy valeraldehyde, alpha phenyl acetaldehyde. Okay. Next we can see what is a ketone. You know that carbonyl carbon is attached to the two other carbons, or here you can see RCOR dash, that is ketone, and RR dash is the substituents. And how it is nomenclature, how it is named or nomenclature. The UPSC name of ketone is derived from the name of the alkane corresponding to the longest carbon chain that contains the ketone carbonyl group. And here the naming will ending of an alkyne to on. We are changing the ending of alkyne to on. Then we can see the then we will get the name of an aldehyde. So propane can change with the propanol. Okay, here this is a propane. If one carbon is attached to, or one of the carbon is a carbonyl carbon, then the E is changed to ONE, on. Propane is changes into propanol. Okay. If the carbonyl chain is longer than if the carbon chain is longer than 4 carbon, its number, so that the carbonyl carbon has the smallest number possible, and this number is prefixed to the name of the ketone. Okay, here you can see this end of the chain is closest to the COO, beginning number here. So here the carbonyl carbon should number it least number, giving it to least number. So if I am counting from here, that means 1, 2, 3. So this is a third carbon. Carbonyl group is third carbon. But in the case if I am starting from here, it means 1, 2, 3, and 4. The carbonyl carbon is comes at the 4th position, but it is not considered. We are considering from here in such a way that the carbonyl carbon is given the number, giving the least number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 3-hexanone. Okay, or otherwise called the hexane 3-one. And the most common names of ketones are formed by naming both alkyl groups. That is a basic method for giving a ketone on the carbonyl group, arranging them alphabetically and adding the word ketone. Here you can see this is an alkyl group, this is also an alkyl group, and this is C double bond O, that giving us ketone. So this is this alkyl, ketone. The alkyl group may be different or same it may be. So here it is given as methyl group, here it is given as ethyl group. But we are ordering in such a way that according to the alphabetic order we are giving the naming. So this is ethyl group is given first or named first, ethyl, methyl, ketone. So both the alkyl group is here, but by considering the alphabetic order, not aliphatic, so sorry, the alphabetic order, ethyl group will come first, After that the methyl group. So this is ethyl methyl ketone. So I think it is very easy for you to find the names. Here it is 1, 2, 3 and 4. If it is numbered from here, that means 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this is a preferred numbering from 1, 2. So this is ethyl methyl ketone, and this is a diethyl. Both the group is ethyl group. So I can given the name as a diethyl ketone. Here it is a methyl propyl ketone. Here this is acetone. This is called propanone. Meth, eth, prop. This is propanone. This is 2-butanone or ethyl means ethyl methyl ketone. Here it is diethyl ketone or 3-pentanone. Okay. Then all the above examples are aliphatic ketones. There are cyclic ketones also. The parent name is formed by changing the cycloalkanes to 1. The carbonyl carbonous are designated C1. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. The carbonyl carbon is given as a number 1. So this is cyclohexanol. Here there is a chances of numbering from here, starting from here also. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. But in the case of cyclic compounds, here the numbering start from the carbonyl carbon. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the name will be 4-methyl cyclohexanol. This is a cyclohexanol, and this is a 4-methyl cyclohexanol. And this is phenyl ethanol, and this is a diphenyl methanol. Okay. Then what is the physical properties of this carbonyl group? You can see the carbonyl carbon C attached to the C double bond O, and it connected to other groups. Basically the oxygen is more, if you are considering the electronegative nature of the carbon and oxygen, you know that the electronegativity of the carbon is is of having 3.5, oxygen is of having 3.5, and carbon is 2.5. Therefore the C double bond O group is a polar group. That means the shifting of bond will takes place like this. C is getting partial positive charge and O is getting partial negative charge. So the polarity of carbonyl group is shown here, and the more important contribution structure is this. That means the bond is shifted to here, and therefore it existing as carbonyl carbon is existing as a partial positive charge, and the oxygen is existing as a partial negative charge. Ketones are polar due to this C double bond O bond, and therefore have stronger intermolecular forces than the hydrocarbons, making the boiling points higher. So that is all about the introduction to the aldehydes and ketones. And next we can see we are entering into our module, that is the preparation of aldehydes and ketones. I think in the next class we can discuss what all are the preparation. We can start the preparation of aldehydes and ketones on the next video.